Sport lovers across the globe, welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sport 3 on Kiraa Sport TV. My name is Ebidakbo Miracle Oluwadamilola. This edition promises to entertain as I'll be taking around the happenings in the world of sport, starting from the local story before we go to the international story that I have on my table today. Yeah, the Premier League is back. And also La Liga Santander is back, German Bundesliga. Yesterday, day before yesterday, a game was actually played, even though it was a final. Yes, where we see Bayern Munich clinching another trophy for the opening season for the German Bundesliga. We'll take a look at that. And also, it was a fantastic night yesterday for the English Premier League. We see teams going up against each other. Of course, both all are jeering for points. We'll take a look at the table, how it looks like today. But first of all, let's go take a look at some local stories that I have on my table. Please do well to connect us as we are live presently on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to that particular YouTube channel, at Kiraa Sport TV, and make sure also to click on the notification bell so once we drop videos, you get notified on the videos that we are dropping. And also don't forget, at Kiraa, we also have a football academy where talent and also potentials are being nurtured. Come here and let's make you a professional footballer. Yes, that what that all the football clubs we start sorting after across the globe. All right, let's start with local straight out for you. Starting from the Nigerian Premier Football League this morning, Remo Stars to play home games at MKO Abiola Sport Arena. Let me confirm to you that the Moshood Kashimawo Abiola Sport Arena in Abeokuta we host Remo Stars temporary home venue for the 2025-2026 Nigerian Premier Football League season. Yeah, Remo Stars announced this today that their original home ground in Ekene is currently undergoing renovation ahead of the new season campaign. Don't forget that the Sky Blues Stars are also seeking the Confederation of African Football CAF approval to host their Champions League home games at the Remo Star Stadium in Ekene. As it stands, Daniel Ugomode decides will start their campaign in the CAF Champions League against the US Zelemon Jews of Comoros. That will be next month. And also don't forget that Remo Stars won the first ever Nigerian Premier League title that was last season, and also they finished in second position in the previous two campaigns. The Ekene club we host Rivers United in a match day one in Abeokuta. That will be later on this particular Friday. Moving away from that, let's go take a look at some NLS story that I have for you. NL to hold AGM September 10 in Kaduna. Yeah, the Nigerian National League NNL has concluded plans to hold its annual general meeting AGM that will be on Wednesday, September 10th. As it stands, the NNL disclosed these in a statement signed by the Chief Operating Officer, that is Danlami Alana. That was yesterday on Sunday. According to the statement, the AGM will take place at the 5th Shuka Resort, KM2, Kaduna Jos Road, Maraba Jos, Kaduna State. All the 36 clubs, chairman or also general managers are expected to be at this particular meet. According to the report I have on my table, that the AGM is preparatory roadmap of the 2025-2026 season of the NNL. And also the NNL season we commence come October, according to the report I have on my table. Another one popping up here for the local story. Nigerians dominate Pan-African Youth Scrabble Championship that holds in Kenya. As it stands, the teams are Nigerian produce a commanding performance to sweep all the top honors at the Pan-African Youth Scrabble Championship, which concluded on Sunday yesterday in Kenya, led by the captain Sufyan Olojoku. The Nigerians clinched both the under-19 and also under-15 individual and also team titles, underlining the country's dominance in this particular sport. Yeah, in the under-15 category, Sofia Ekuronche was actually outstanding, also going unbeaten with 18 victories and also an impressive cumulative scores close to plus 3871. Let me see if we can send that Kenya Kingsley Uduambo finished second with 14 wins plus 583 points, when Nigerian Axan Olojoko clinched the third position with 13 wins. Ghana Michael Somau, despite also securing 13 wins, missed the podium due to a lower cumulative scores of plus 796 for his country. Let me confirm to you that with this clean sweep across categories, Nigerians again reaffirm its status as African powerhouse in youth Scrabble. Away from that particular local story, still taking a look at local story. NLC chairman to engage with youth and sports stakeholders at the next center. Let me confirm that the National Sport Commission NLC chairman Malam Shehu Diko is set to engage with youth and sports stakeholders at the next resource center as part of the community action through sport initiatives of the youth wings of our progressive Congress. Yeah, According to Dayo Israel, the leader of the APC Youth Wing, who says the NFC chairman will be discussing the importance of sports in promoting national unity, youth empowerment, job creation, and ways to enhance economic growth and also social cohesion in Nigeria, aligning with President Bola Tinubu's vision for a digitally enabled and also inclusive sports sector, including talent identification, athlete nurturing, and also infrastructure expansion. Malam Sheudiko, thoroughly bred and also a prominent sport administrator whose leadership has actually brought renewed optimism to Nigerian sports. We also enlightened what they are gathering on how to foster partnership with the stakeholders to advance Nigerian collaboration for sport development amongst other sport-related issues. Dayo Israel concluded. To be part of this memorable evening where sport is actually more than a game, with Malam Sheudiko and renewed hope initiatives for Nigerian sports economy, RHINSE agenda will be what with that with expansively. Please join us as the next resource center Wuse on Tuesday by 4:30 p.m. Or also you can also register according to a report that I have on my table today. Away from that particular one, still taking a look at some other stories. Let's go take a look at some international story. Before I go to international story, let me take a look at this story, more or less like international, so local story. That is Uche wins man of the match in Getafe victory at Celta Vigo. Let me confirm that what the Nigerian forward Cristanto Uche was actually named man of the match after inspiring Getafe to victory at Celta Vigo. That was yesterday night. Getafe started the 2025-26 campaign with a 2-0 victory over Celta Vigo. Uche was a standout performer for the Lonis in the game, scoring one and also providing an assist in that particular encounter. The 22-year-old teed up Andre Lito for the game's opening goal 2 minutes into the second half. He then doubled the visitor advantage 18 minutes from the regulation time. Uche will hope to continue his impressive start to the new season when Getafe hosts Sevilla in the next game that'll be over the course of the weekend. Away from that particular, taking a look at another story regarding local story. Indeed, Relations winning debut for Becky Stars. Wilfred Ndidi has tucked up his debut for Turkish Super League giant Besiktas. Yeah, and then they moved to Istanbul Giant from Skybet Championship side Leicester City 2 weeks ago. The Nigerian international made his debut for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer side in a 2-1 win over Ayonspor. That was on Sunday night yesterday. The 28-year-old was in action for 70 minutes before he was actually replaced by Damin Tiknanks. Yeah, after picking up a knock. Yeah, they praised Besiktas supporters for the amazing support. The atmosphere was great. The support from our fans was fantastic. Also, yeah, when the scores was 1-1, we showed real team spirit, and also the backing pushed us to fight for the second goal. It was a great day, and also we had a fantastic moment according to that particular game. Indeed, is also expected to be in action when the Besiktas will take on Lausanne in the UEFA Conference League playoff. That'll be happening later on tomorrow. And finally, for the local story, let's go to international story that I have for you today, starting with the Ballon d'Or 2025. He scored an important goal. Ex-France star Dominic names player to win that particular award. Former France international Raymond has tipped Paris Saint-Germain right back Achraf Hakimi to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or over Ousmane Dembele. He said that the Paris Saint-Germain right back deserves the award more than his teammate Ousmane Dembele and also Vitna. He noted that the right back was more consistent for the club throughout the season. Organizer France Football announced September 22 for the Ballon d'Or ceremony at the Théâtre du Châtelet in Paris. According to report, they have also released a 30-man shortlist of players for the award with Hakimi, Vitna, and also Dembele all included in that particular list. The list has also come as some top contenders such as Barcelona, Lamine Yamal, and also Rafinha. However, he believes that Hakimi should be given this particular award. Both Hakimi and Dembele head French League onside, claimed the domestic UEFA Champions League titles as well as the UEFA Super Cup award and also the both domestic league for the PSG side. Away from that particular, before we go take a look at some other news story, ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look at some games that happened over the course of the weekend. Let's run through results for you, and also later on today we'll be seeing some games we happening live and direct for the English Premier League. We'll take a look at that also. Yesterday it was a fantastic game, but let me take a look at the African National Championship first. Yesterday Morocco defeated DR Congo by 3 goals to 1, while the likes of Kenya defeated Zambia also by 8 goals to 0. Chelsea and Crystal Palace, they settled for a 0-0 draw. Nottingham Forest defeated Brentford 3-1, and also Manchester got defeated by Arsenal by a lone goal, just 1-0. And also for the French League, Brest and Lille, they both settled for a 3-3 draw. Angers defeated Paris FC by 1-0. Azuri defeated Lorient by 1-0 also. Mainz and Strasbourg defeated them by 1-0. Borussia Saint-Germain started their league with just another win overnight. It ended 1-0 also. As for Spanish La Liga games that went there yesterday, Atletico Madrid got defeated by Espanyol. It ended 2-1 in favor of Espanyol. Atletico Bilbao also defeated Sevilla 3-2, while Celta Vigo got defeated at home by Getafe 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, games are scheduled to be happening live and direct later on. So let me confirm to you, the African Nation Championship, it continues today at exactly 7 p.m. Nigerian time is when Nigeria will be taking on Congo, and also Sudan will be going up against Senegal. Even though, for me, I think that particular game, it doesn't count in the book of Nigeria, because as it stands, Nigeria has been officially out of the African Championship for that particular competition. And also for the English Premier League side, a game also be happening later on today. Just one game. That is, it will be a very, very interesting one to watch. But let's see who exactly do you think will win the particular game. That will be happening later on today. The game between Everton. Okay, before I even go to the game between Everton, let me quickly also make you understand that it's actually very breaking news here. This coming from Karim Benzema. He said Cristiano Ronaldo is actually a very great player, but the best will win tomorrow. As it stands, two legends will clash in Saudi Arabia tomorrow. And Nas will win up against Al Ittihad. Who do you think will be winning this particular game? It's actually a question to all the viewers. Who do you think will be winning this very, very highly expected game? Another one popping up is here. Tottenham has actually submit bid worth $55 million, plus add-ons. Negotiation underway with direct talks between Levy and also Parish, chairman of Tottenham and also Crystal Palace. Is a one-sports move as he informed the club already last week after personal terms has been agreed with Tottenham Hotspur. And one popping up is Anas has reviewed the new kit for the season. It's actually a very fantastic kit for them. And that one here also is Jadon Sancho rejecting as Eros Roma proposal deal almost went up. Despite Manchester United are still ready to accept 20 million bid, Sancho hasn't agreed personally down with AS Roma. Okay, another one here is Hansi Flick was not happy. He said with all his squad in dressing room after Mallorca game, says the lack of intensity make him furious. Okay, then another one here that for you is this coming from Franco Mustantuno. He said if I could get any tattoo for Real Madrid, obviously the Champions League, I would love to have it on my body. Okay, then away from that particular one, it's actually a very, very good one coming from Vinicius Junior to Kuna. Yeah, his Brazilian brother. He said he had a very, very brilliant performance over the game that actually happened not quite long. Another one is Andrew Onana accepted the decision from Amorim. He's not talking to any other club in this stage. All focus on training and also on returning in his best position. Don't forget that games yesterday, it wasn't in front of goal for Manchester United. Another one is Xavi Simons said no to all club. He said he only wants Chelsea. Okay, another one for here is Chelsea have been clear. Nicola Jackson has to leave the club in the final 2 weeks. The relationship is broken. Let's see where they think he will be playing for. Which club do you think he will be playing for in the next few couple of weeks? Okay, let's move away from that. Go take a look at some possible transfer news stories, especially transfer markets. Let's see which one should be expecting over the course of this particular week. As it stands, it's actually evident that Donnarumma might still be leaving Paris Saint-Germain, because he was not actually in front of goal for Paris Saint-Germain yesterday when they actually went up against Nantes in their opening league fixtures. Let's see what exactly do you think what will be happening for that particular one. Okay, away from that, let's take a look at some other story. RB Leipzig and also Netherlands midfielder Xavi Simons, 22-year-old, has also told the club he won a transfer to Chelsea. Like I said earlier on, AC Milan also are keen to push through 35 million euros deal for Denmark and also Manchester United forward Rasmus Højlund, 22-year-old, but are also considering Juventus and also Serbia forward Dusan Vlahovic as an alternative. Also, Manchester City and also the likes of England right back Rico Lewis, 20-year-old rather, says he has no intention of leaving the club, despite interest from Nottingham Forest. Okay, finally, before I leave the studio today, let's go take a look at how the table looks like. Like I told you, we take a look at how the table looks like after match day 1. has been concluded, even though we have just two teams that went up against each other later on tonight. Everton went up against the newly promoted Leeds United, and we have a complete match day one of the English Premier League. As it stands, Manchester City sat at 4th position. They won their game with impressive 4-0 goal, and also Sunderland sat at 2nd position also. They won their game with 3 impressive goals, while last of Tottenham Hotspur 3rd position, Liverpool 4th position, Nottingham Forest 5th position, 6th position goes to Arsenal, Brighton and Hove Albion occupy 7th position, Fulham 8th position, 9th position it is Aston Villa 10th position, Chelsea, and also for the 20th position we have Wolverhampton Wanderers, having considered 4 goals in the opening game to Manchester City, and also West Ham United is at 19th position. The newly promoted Burnley lost yet again, and they lost to Tottenham Hotspur. They are where they are at presently at 18th position. That is how the league table looks like. What do you think will be happening when Leeds went up against Everton later on tonight? You see what exactly pops out for that particular game. I think that's the only game, and this will be happening 8 p.m. Nigerian time for the English Premier League. Till I come away again tomorrow, it will be a very, very good one to watch, because I'll be taking around some analyses, also taking a look at what happened in the game between Everton and Leeds. We'll take a look at some possible things you need to know afterwards, after having the English Premier League opening day. Who are those particular teams that you think will be tied to contender? I haven't taken a look at their first game. For me, I think I have some picks, and also I'll make you understand those particular picks come tomorrow. This program is proudly produced by Engineer FM. He's a Manchester United fan, but of course, truth be told, Manchester United, they had a very, very impressive outing yesterday at the Old Trafford, and I think they can actually continue in this particular spree. And if they do, I bet it with you, then you might be expecting Manchester United in the UEFA Champions League come next season. My name remains the same. I am Bidakpo Miracle Oluwadamilor. Keep listening and keep watching Kiraa Sport TV, and don't forget also on other social media, and we are available on Facebook at Kiraa Sport TV, on TikTok at Kiraa Sport TV, also likewise here on YouTube at Kiraa Sport TV. Please subscribe, and also make sure you click on the notification bell, so once we drop videos you get notified. My name once again is Bidakpo Miracle Oluwadamilor. For now, I'm out of the studio. For you, please stay productive.